Big wanted man, I look top star roses from blood clot. Oh yes man, them. Okay.
On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what one, a blessed and wonderful Friday evening to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I have two stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public, and also members of the diaspora. So please, like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog, so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. Jolyan Silvera has been formally charged by the police for the offense of the knockings and clappings that has resulted in the loss of life of his wife, Melissa Silvera. Now we're going to hear from Deputy Commissioner of Police, who is in charge of the crime portfolio, that's Fitz Bailey, and also the head of the St. Andrew North Police Division, as they both give us a breakdown of what has happened leading up to him being officially charged for the murder of his wife, Melissa Silvera. Listen.
As the police continue its investigation in the murder of Melissa Silvera, on Friday, the 19th of January, 2024, after a question and answer session at the Major Investigation Division office, about 12 midday, Jolyan Silvera, age 52 years old, land developer of 2A Diamond Court, Stony Hill, St. Andrew, was formally charged by the police, that is the Major Investigation Division, for the murder of his wife, Melissa Silvera. The investigation continues as we believe that there are other charges that will be laid against Mr. Silvera. I wish to express appreciation and thanks to every member of the investigative team, those at Major Investigation Division led by Superintendent Ilton. I think it was a very professional, very thorough and comprehensive investigation that was done. It also demonstrated that the JCF is progressing very well, and there is great integration of all the various departments within the force as we seek to create a safer Jamaica. I want to also express thanks to the public for whatever support they have given us. We believe that our stakeholders are very important to us achieving our objective as law enforcement officers and as a country. I also want to appeal to Jamaica that we collectively can make Jamaica a safer place if we all work together for the common good of this nation. Again, thanks to the team, and we'll continue to act professionally in all the matters that are brought before us.
Gentlemen, I know that there is not a great deal that you can say, but there are questions that are being asked. One of those questions relates to the use of science, or the ballistic science, or the forensic science, the use of technology, cyber forensics, and that kind of thing. How much can you share with us about that aspect of the investigation and whether or not it has helped to bring us to this point of a charge?
All right. I will answer the part regarding, as you know, the JCF continues to explore science as an important part of what we do. And in this investigation, all the sciences were applied, from cyber, ballistics, telecommunications, all of those sciences were applied. And I will hasten to say that this case was not one of the easiest one for us. But because there is a level of competence within the organization, we have the skill sets, very bright individuals who are well trained at a first world standard. And this has resulted into us achieving what we have achieved. We have some excellent investigators. I mean, Mr. Hilton is leading a team of professional, highly skilled, highly trained, very committed, very enthusiastic and passionate about their job. And it is as a result of that why we are seeing the achievement that we have achieved. Mr. Hilton may be able to speak now to some of the things that are being said regarding the whole contamination of the scene. So, Mr. Hilton.
Yes, Commish. On getting the report at our division, we visited the scene and we observed some things that were not normal. As such, we employed the services of all our technical experts from ballistics, from the CFCD, and other technical persons, and it has proven to us that some of our suspicions were correct. We continue to work with them. We have not yet completed all the works, but we have had sufficient information to move forward with the case, and we continue to do that.
And I will say, in addition to what Mr. Hilton has spoken of, the story about the renovation of the home is factual.
It's factual.
Can you speak to the extent of the renovation?
The room has been completely tiled. I've seen where signs of paint job. We've seen signs where items of furniture have been changed.
In terms of when a body or when a person who is deemed to be dead is taken to a medical facility, the role of the doctor is basically to confirm if the person is dead. If the person is not dead, then automatically they will respond based on their own training. But the person who pronounces an individual dead is not even requested to attend court, because after that, it triggers other processes, for example, post-mortem. So essentially, that's it. So I heard the issue about how in relation to the instant case, why the doctor that pronounced the individual dead did not see that he suffered gunshot wound. That is not the role of the doctor, really. It's the post-mortem that will reveal that. So in the instant case, it was the police that requested the autopsy to be done. So I know that the issue of cover-up is a public discussion, but if the same police officer who went on the scene requested a post-mortem to be done, then in my own understanding and assessment of that, there is no inkling or inclination that there is a cover-up, because the post-mortem really is to reveal the cause of death, sudden death. There is a policy that guides the behavior of officers who attend a sudden death scene or any other incident of homicide.
So with that said, I can safely say that the police have started off on good footing as it relates to the charges laid against Jolyan Silvera. But as I stated in this morning's vlogging on my peeps, remember we're dealing with politicians who are very slick. Yeah, man. Remember that the laws of the land, the Constitution of Jamaica was written with the upper echelon in mind, where they left a lot of loopholes for them to slither through. Not so much for the regular members of Chan Public, but more so for them. So let's see what kind of rabbit them are going to pull out of the magic hat. Let's see what kind of plugs Peter Champagne are going to pull to get him out of this one. And as I stated this morning, don't be surprised if anything else comes up and he walks off with a slap on the wrist, or they commute or bring down the sentence to that of manslaughter. But as I stated, we not jump the gun, we not say too much. Let's just watch and see what happens. Now a house a gun fine down at Denbigh. Boy, may I tell you, right pan Denbigh showgrounds. Now the Clarendon police are reporting that 12 rifles, yes, you heard me correctly, 12 rifles and 13 imitation board guns was discovered at the office of an unregistered security company located on the premises of the Denbigh showground. 3 men were arrested in connection with the fine. Now on your screen is the rifles. Look for yourself and see the magnificent find of the Clarendon police. Now the Clarendon police stated that the find resulted from an extensive investigation stemming from the arrest of 2 men after cops discovered an illegal firearm in a vehicle in which they were traveling in along the Waterman Street in Hayes in the parish on Wednesday. Now, the police stated in a report that sometime around 10 p.m. on Wednesday, a team was conducting an operation when they signaled a white Toyota Probox motor car to stop. It is said that the driver reportedly reversed and the passenger in the front seat of the motor vehicle was observed acting rather suspiciously. It is said that the police took action and searched the vehicle, and a firearm was found under a mat on the floor of the passenger's side. A security guard of a Content District Yorktown address in Clarendon came from the front passenger seat and claimed ownership of the firearm, but stated it was a BB gun used for work purposes. It is said that it carries bullets. Now, the police stated that they did not buy that for a second. Something tell them said there is a little bit more to this whole operation than what meets the eye. The police says further investigation led them to raid the unregistered security company office at the Denbigh showground, where the additional weapons were seized. A 3rd man was subsequently taken into police custody. Now we are going to hear from the head of the Clarendon police, that's Senior Superintendent Russell, as he weighs in on this magnificent find. Listen.
About 5 a.m. this morning, a targeted operations was carried out in the Denbigh area, in particular at the Denbigh showground, at a security location where 12 rifles, that is 5 .303 rifles and 7 .22 air rifles were found. Also, an imitation Glock pistol was also seized. 3 persons have so far been placed in custody whilst we continue our investigations. The Clarendon police are continuing our anti-gang effort targeting the guns and gangs, and we are asking the citizens of Clarendon who have any information that they need to speak to us.
Now another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. Yeah, man. So no mean for tell me say all along We, the regular members of Chan Public, I go at Denbigh showground, go look upon all them agricultural produce and all them farm animals and all of these nice things. And the persons there who was securing our head back, some I use boat gun and some I use illegal weapons. What kind of party shop business I go on at Denbigh showground? Because for you to have a security company on the showground, I would think that the persons who operates that whole entity would seek to find out if that security company is registered. Now, it is rather interesting now for me to dig way deeper in finding out the ownership of that particular security company. As Ninja Man would I say, something right here, so. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.